Valley right now.
I know what's up. Spring Chase. OG 43rd, man.
We from the home of the fishbowl. Free all the niggas that's gone. A lot of niggas be looking at Fort Worth and they be like, okay, the south side is Hooverland and Eggland the same thing. Now, cause we Eggland. Eggland is the south side. It ain't nothing but Crips and gangster hardheads on the south side.
Man, here we go. This brother come in with a bow tie on. He said nothing around here but gangsters and hard heads. And
again, with the pride, there ain't nothing here but Crips, gangsters, and hard heads over this way. And like you said, he out here with this pastel, whatever the color combination is, with that damn vest on with no shirt and a bow tie. Who is this? Django Evolved.
There we go. We in the backwood countries of Arkansas. Cart before the hood. We back again. Here we go.
Cart before the hood, backwoods Arkansas. How ghetto country is this gonna get?
Make sure y'all got y'all sweet iced tea. Sit back and watch this.
Nothing else. It ain't no Bloods over here, no Pyrus, no GDs, no BDs. No disrespect to they foundation, but we don't accept none of that on this side of town. There ain't nothing but gangsters, groovers, and niggas that don't know how to lose. It ain't nothing else out here but gangsters.
And once again, Mr. Walker, we are out here between the hours of 9 and 5 daylight time. And what do we have? An army of young men, this from city to city.
It's the same tale from city to city. Grown men, adult males that should be out somewhere being resourceful, bringing home a pay stub, but no, they out broad daylight loitering. They hanging around. I guess they are being productive, but it's a problem because Uncle Sam ain't getting his cut.
And I get it. People say, what can a lot of them do, right? A lot of these guys are like convicted felons and stuff like that, but there got to be opportunity somewhere. I don't think, if you telling me you're hopeless and no opportunity, as we say all the time, go off into the woods and build a cabin and settle in. Get out of people's way. Don't be a nuisance to society.
There you go. We definitely understand, coming from where we from, we definitely understand being, backed against the wall, not having so many chances to get out of these situations. But we know way too well that you can either choose to go left or right. So at some point you have the decision. So a lot of these situations seem grim, but you still have the power of free will. And you could choose left or right.
Used to be, goddamn, they get along. But you going to see Davis with Allen. You going to see Allen with Spring Chase. You going to see everybody, Glen Garden with, you know what I'm saying? You going to see a lot of everything now. We just chilling. One way in, no way out. If it come disrespect, nigga ain't some trouble, man. We just chilling. Everything good, man.
Always say, you want some too? No. Getting in my car. You understand? Everywhere we go, this is another thing in the hood. I get it. They say, don't come. I have no plans. I have no itinerary to go to the hood. I don't know about you, Mr. Walker, but
one way in, no way out. Y'all, does that sound like a place you want to go? Welcome to the Hood Amusement Park. One way in, no way out. Deletion is probable. Enter at your own risk. I think not.
You afraid? You said you was a firefighter, wasn't you? You afraid of the hood?
Ain't no fear, concern. I'm alert. I'm aware. I'm not stupid. I value life. I value my life and I value their life. Ain't no need for loss of life, indulging in ignorance. Ain't nothing wrong with taking heed to warning. Gotta kill that toxic ego. Learn when to take heed. If ain't nothing there for you, what you there for? That's all.
Straight like that.
You got Cregan Valley, you got Prince Hall over there, you got Point Terrace, you got Autumn Chase, you got the hardest apartment, you got Spring Chase, Brick and Ridge, it's a bunch, We just, it's a mission. But everybody the same thing. We gonna stick together. If it get ugly, we gonna ride together, slide together. The laws come. We gonna hide together. It ain't nothing else to do. And now the subject is these two. They supposed to be dead a long time ago. He's still here. Where to tell you that?
These two, they supposed to be deleted a long time ago. Is the Reaper, is there like a dark cloud over this area we don't see? Seriously, these brothers, we ride together. That's a lie. Because y'all snitch on each other more than anybody on earth. There is no loyalty. There's no rules amongst thieves.
There you
Stop
go.
that.
We just covered the video where a poor brother was going on sharing his story about him and his homeboys, him and his dogs chilling. And he told him, he said, look, somebody coming to slide on me. Y'all got my back. And from his mouth, he said that his boys said they had to go home. They got curfew, this and that. And he ended up catching 6 of them hot things. Now he in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. So as Gavin said, there's no honor amongst thieves anymore. It's over. All this is bull crap. And as Gavin said, they love saying, oh, I should have been gone. I should have been gone. Ain't nothing wrong with saying, as the world saw, I should have been deleted, but I have defied those odds. But they are not defying the odds. They still in the odds. They are not out the woods. Can't be sitting there talking about, I was supposed to been gone while you still got mortars and landmines going off everywhere.
Liable to be gone by sunset.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Look, this ain't supposed to be gone. Man, it's right here.
Long live do sell. You see
It ain't went nowhere. But y'all gotta understand something.
So here we go. This brother, they say, was supposed to be deleted to the point where they was making jewelry in honor of him. He said, but as you see, he's still here. He ain't going nowhere. We thought he was gone. Oh boy, that's rough. That's wow.
So I take it the brother took some hot ish all up and through him, and he was, in a coma or something. And they said he ain't coming up out of this. But God, somehow the brother made it through. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. We can only hope that the brother is living out the rest of the life he has been gifted in the best way. But we'll see.
If a nigga want this, it's a lot that come with this. We still hurt, man. Hey, look, only one law about them.
He not coming for us.
They running fast in the look at him. Put the sticks up. Put the sticks up.
Police pull up. What Jeezy said. What he say? The police pull up, everybody run. Yeah, and that's what they did. Everybody, this was like a plantation. Hey, what's the difference between this and 17, 1800? Come on, man. These brothers get to scattering when the police come.
The only difference is they full of food with high preservatives and all types of BS, and that's the only difference. They still out there acting like some old ruthless Mandingo brothers, as we both have maybe at one point in time.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. With age should come wisdom. And these brothers look like they about our age, maybe a little bit younger. And this is ignorant monkey-like behavior. Police show up and everybody take off scattering like roaches. And then here you got these tough guys. Oh, we ain't running.
Just put the sticks up. Just put the sticks up. If y'all don't know what the sticks mean, that's
only reason why those individuals ain't running because they ain't holding nothing. If they was holding something, they would have got up out of Dodge. And that's why we say this ain't cute, because you got big teddy bear with the bow tie and the vest on. They got them young kids holding that stuff. It's the young ones, the young little pawns, the up and comers that's hot as a firecracker out there. So no, they ain't running. Cause Mr. Bowtie and Pimp Vest, he ain't got to run. He ain't holding nothing. He got the little boys. He got your son holding his stuff.
Huh. They like that.
They coming? And they gotta go. Hey, look, see, that's what we used to. Cause it go down like this here. But see, we ain't running. The law's not coming, bro. The cases that we got, we beating them because they don't have nothing. The only reason they coming to pick it up is because of them. He say, she say. That's the only reason.
These brothers, 2 of them just said. They both said we ain't doing nothing wrong. It's all he say, she say. The brother said, we ain't running because we ain't did nothing. This brother said they be coming around here harassing us. It's just like people saying. So we saying these brothers have never committed no crime. Is that what we all saying here?
Heck no.
Are they unaware of what a crime is?
You know what? It's safe to say that their reality is warped.
There we go. Because I think, not to cut you off, but the debauchery we do on a daily basis, And we don't realize the illegal stuff that 80% of stuff some of these people do is illegal. But if you've been doing this your whole life, you don't realize you ain't never been caught. You never been, you know what I mean? Police ain't never stopped you for this. I ain't doing nothing wrong.
There you go. They don't get it. The fact that you are out here, they're like, we ain't doing nothing. We chilling. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't bothering nobody. We just had a good time. The very fact that you are out here and you are living in public housing and you are loitering outside of these public houses between the hours of 9 a.m. to 5, you are very, very suspicious, man. You're suspicious just by doing that. You would be less suspicious sitting in the house, but you can't do that because you outside. Y'all outside is lit. It's up.
So here we go. For the all police come here. Are there any other communities that exhibit these types of behaviors? Like Mr. Walker just said, can you pull into a Jewish community, Asian community, or a Caucasian community and see large groups of adult males standing around up to, let's say, no good? Y'all don't come in here and say people are on their way to church, because they ain't.
No, it's not a norm. It's a hood norm. And we here blowing the whistle on it because it needs to stop. Stop loitering and hanging outside with the fellas between 9 to 5. And we talked about it. Maybe they don't have no other choice. Maybe.
And a lot of people would say, before we get back into this here, they would say, y'all don't understand. This is part of our culture. Why would a Jewish men be doing this, or Asian men that's not part of their culture? Y'all don't understand. The culture is effed up.
There you go. Anyone could come up here and make the argument that the behavior that we're putting on display here is a part of our culture. But with that, can we not acknowledge the fact that our culture is screwed up? With that the fact that this is a norm, can we just accept the fact that it's a hood norm? And can we accept the fact that there is nothing good about a hood norm?
Spring chase shit. Before I start cripping, I'm a rapper too. I'm just spring chase. You gotta get a little C in that motherfucker. Carter Park, 1200. They also 4 Trey, you know what I'm saying?
You hear me? Long live my brother chilling, man. You hear me?
Girl.
Certified KKK, that shit stamp. Stop playing. We're going
Certified KKK, stop playing. I don't know what it stands for, but we gotta understand. People don't use that acronym for nothing else in the world for a reason.
Man, I'm stamped, certified. I'm stamped. I'm certified. You know what? We had a saying back in the day: if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. I guess it's good that they stand for something. They stand for some ignorant hood-ish. They stand for something, and they gonna perish on that hill.
His brother got KKK tattooed on his forehead. I don't care what you tell people. People are going to interpret it only one way. Y'all got to stop trying to recreate the reality.
They're taking it back. They said, whoa, no, we don't see that as, one of the original terrorist groups. No, that's who we is now. All on your face. KKK on your face, and you melanated. Absolute madness.
The neighborhood. Not Rolling 60 neighborhood. The Fishbowl. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's a book on it. It's a book on it. It's a book about the fish. The Life Inside the Fishbowl is the name of the book, man. We've been doing this. The South Side was the reason Fort Worth had the murder capital 2 times in a row. We used to go to school and rip and run and skip in school, running through here, you will see a dead. Pockets inside out. We're going to D-Block.
So here we are. They are in the deletion capital. The deletion capital. All right. He said you be walking to school, see your brother deleted with with bunny ears. They call this place the Fishbowl. What are they interpreting by calling this a fishbowl, Mr. Walker?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, the fish can't get out the bowl.
They can't. Yeah, you can't.
It's a trap. I mean, right? I don't know.
They call this the fishbowl. Y'all just a bunch of little guppy goldfish swimming around aimlessly in this little bowl.
Never getting out of this bowl.
Deleting each other.
What's the only way a fish get out of the bowl? Think about it. People own fish. What's the only way if you take that fish out? When it's floating at the top.
There you go. And as he said, when they were children walking to school, They didn't witness many folks floating at the top, just trying to walk to school as kids. They walking past, carcasses. That's crazy. That is not normal. It is not okay for our babies to have these life experiences as kids. It's not. Now every time these kids gotta look at this field walking to school, they know like it was a body there, the body over there. My cousin was over there. This should not be normal. And you hear how they talk about being the deletion capital. It's with a sense of pride with their chest. We the reason why this was blah blah blah. You understand? It's how we do it out here. They proud to be in a fish bowl.
It's sad because I was about to say we got even the last video. The one girl said, "Oh yeah," they say it was a baby deleted here or something. They always, you know what I mean? That's what we said. We're not hypocrites because we all got these experiences. Even me and Mr. Walker ourselves, we can drive around places in our own community and see different areas where we know people that were deleted in certain areas. Ain't none of this normal. That's what I'm saying.
There you go. And we go about it as is. That is the problem. And we got to stop that. We got to stop passing down this trauma via hood norms and hood normal instances.
All right. Go. Man, boss off. Hold on, dude. Let me wonder that. So we boss off. Who the f done broke the goddamn door?
I told you that don't open.
Man, who done did this shit? This is where we live, where we be, what we do. This is what we do. You see me?
Hold on, real quick. He said, "Who done broke the door?" They started remind me. That reminded me of that scene on Django where he said, "Who made the mask?"
Yeah,
my wife made the mask. I can't see.
I can't see worth a damn.
That brother sitting there like, "Who broke the door?"
I told y'all when we boss hogging in the jacks and we slabbing, don't be having the dough broke on the Cutlass on the box Chevy.
I'm walking around all day. Come on, we not looking while we out here.
Bro, they just did.
My music turn a lot of goddamn cussing and fussing. Like my granny would say, I can't listen to it. It got too much cussing in it. But see, my granny, she a Christian. She would all, but she root for me. I don't do the dissing no more. I stopped last year.
Where they going?
Hey, y'all going the wrong way.
Granny a Christian, she rooting for him as she should. That's typical.
Yeah. But his music she can't listen to his music because it's got a lot of cussing and fussing in it.
Huh.
I bet it do. But you know what? I think he just said he don't do the dissing no more because we know with today's current raging culture that dissing, that drill music, that is one of the number one things getting these young men deleted.
Yes.
It's the number one thing.
B, what's up, baby? Where you going? Come to the Davis block. My ankle monitor, my shit still been its own, but I can go wherever I want to. But like, it's just a lot, fool. Then I never expected it. Cause it used to be broken, just broke. On crib, little man. It's a lot of motherfuckers that done changed on me now. Over there. A lot of motherfuckers didn't. And I love them forever for that. And I got them. This D-block. On crib. Davis and Evans. On crib.
On crib. He can't. Man, he taking me out with that. I get it, man. Look at these young brothers back there. This brother keep playing with his hair.
Yeah.
Twisting up that. They call that the neglect. All right. That's what they call their hair. They come up with these words, man. They got some good vocabulary.
Come on, man. Y'all see the blank stare and that brother in the background to the left there. Y'all see that. He ain't all there. And we got way too many young men walk around the hood like that, whether they are just mentally not all there. They was in, special ed or whatever, the village keepers, alternative school, or that's just trauma. Young man got the 1,000-mile stare. He looked like he all of 18 years old.
And that's the brother. They're gonna put that iron in his hand. He's gonna put the work in.
Here you go.
Y'all got to understand
what they call him, crash dummy. Give him that thing and watch him crash out.
Man, got trying to prove something. He ain't
See what
got
I'm
no
saying? That's
father. There's no father around.
Mhm.
Mama either A, on drugs, or B, working all the time, and she ain't never home. And the streets is raising him. This is where he finds his comfort.
There you go. We got to look at these each individuals with a hope and heart and say, where do we see each one of these young men? You know, I can't say when they're 50. That's a long shot. Where can we see them in 5 years, 10 years, hoping that they get there? Where do you see them? Do you see them getting their GEDs? Do you see them turning over life and working a 9 to 5, becoming Mr. 40 hours a week? No, they are projecting towards the jail or the grave.
BJ, tell Flop that you shine. This been cracking since 95, just like my hood on Glen Gordon on the set.
Oh, cool. Hey, BJ, what BJ?
I'm criminal. BJ gonna see.
What BJ? He in the backseat today. Oh, cuz. BJ needs to get in that motherfucker on grill.
Where are all these brothers, man? It's a lot of young men. It's alarming. I get it. Here, two things are true. So here we go. What? Because I know here we are. This is hood vlogs. This is a thing. So this is not, is this a typical day in the hood? So when we're seeing this stuff, are these typical days, or does hood vlogs bring everybody out?
I was thinking the same thing. It's safe to say, coming from the hood, a little bit of both. If this is summertime, you know what I'm saying, then it's always popping, you know.
There you go.
But and then you got hood vlog summertime, it's cracking. All the kids coming around, everybody about to be around because there's cameras out, and everybody can put on for the multitude and establish they place in the pecking order. So I want to say a little bit of both, you know, just
another thing is we from the backwood country, so we from very small communities and stuff. And it's like you said, some of these places there's many more people than we're. So I would imagine that this is probably a common day in the hood, more or less.
There you go. Where in our hood you might see a concentration, 7-10 people, but they look like they got masses of 20-30 folk around.
50.
So that's they got little platoons walking around, and there you go. Come on, like all y'all ain't got nothing to do. We gotta lay different eyes on this. All these men, they got nothing to do but that broad daylight, doing donuts and rental rocks, just acting out, and that's the order of the day. And then when the police come trying to go upside their head, they're gonna say, "Oh, we wasn't doing nothing." You don't get it. The rules and the laws were not made for you, and you are simply by sitting out here loitering in front of the lotto and the liquor store. What's that? The bodega? Do they call that the bodega? Y'all here at the local famous hood store.
This brother sitting here eating hot Cheetos, and it's all they doing is eating, desert food and
drinking liquor and eating Cheetos, and that's what we doing. And this is a hood norm, but it's extremely destructive, and we got to see that.
Went to jail plenty of times down here. Got jammed up like a motherfucker.
They put the camera up right outside, shit, and they ain't been in this bitch.
Oh yeah, you still see the bullet holes outside on Crip? This how give it up.
Real D block shit, man. Nah, for real. It's the D block, man. This is the 8 to the 9, man. For real, nigga.
This where it's at right here.
Nah, for real. Get popped, get shot, get robbed, man.
Make money. When I was a little nigga coming to this stuff, I really scared. On grill. You had a lot of niggas that you don't play with. When you see them, they look scary as a little nigga. You see them, you're like, oh yeah, don't fuck with them.
I guess this is a legendary store. They say we've been jammed up, shoot out. He said when I was little, used to walk up here. He said some of these guys had a look in their face. You don't want to mess. It was crazy.
Yeah, now it's you. You was as a kid, you walking up there and you became the monsters that you feared. And that's why I say we can either go left or right. We get to make a choice. So you saw these big bad guys, as me and Gavin saw the big bad guys at the corner store. And you can choose whether to go left or right. You can choose, say, you know what? I'm going to avoid them. I don't want to be like him, or you say, you know what? You glorify that goofy, destructive lifestyle, and you follow suit. You join the band, as he has. He got some nerve, brother, because you have become the person that you were afraid of, as you say.
So we say life imitates art. Here we got life imitating life.
There you go. Just keep a repetitive cycle of madness, fear, and lack.
We could have walked up the strip. This is the south side
This
still.
the money block.
On Curl. I-35, that's us. That's the south side. What's on the other side? Oh, 820?
820.
That's goddamn me the east side.
287 come from the south all the way to the
Yeah. Then you got.
287 to take your ass all the way down.
I don't know what the west side highways is.
They got 30.
When you come to Fort Worth, really all the hoods really is famous. But Stop 6, I got some partners from over there, Kenny B. them.
When you come to Fort Worth, all the hoods is really famous. I don't even know what that means.
Famous. Are they famous or infamous?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
famous, you know, I like famous things. People like to visit famous places. Does this look like a tourist attraction to y'all? I think not. Only person trying to take a trip to these famous hoods in Fort Worth, Texas, be your local fiends.
That's it. I was gonna say junkies and nug and nug pushers.
Because they can go down there and get served up something brazy, I guarantee you.
Real talk. Just about to say, ain't nobody trying to go to the hood. Ain't nobody trying to go to the hood. That's a words mean thing. So you say who's trying? You say famous, an attraction. Only one person's trying to go to the hood, and that's the junkie to get his fix.
There you
Other
go.
than that, even the people living in the hood ain't trying to go to the hood.
And that's the cry, right? Trying to get out the hood. Trying to get out the hood. Here we go. You want to get out the hood, you got to start looking like you don't belong there. That was something I practiced. If you don't want to be in the hood, start fitting out. Start looking like you don't belong there. If you don't want to be there so bad, start looking different. So, you know what? I don't want to be in this environment. I shall not take part in this fucking environment. Excuse me.
And in that moment, the hood is gonna force you out of the hood one way or the other.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? Like he said, if you start dressing like you don't belong here, one or two things gonna happen. You're gonna get pushback from the hood, which is a logical man is gonna remove himself. You ain't gonna sit here and be fighting with the hood.
No,
trying to fight. People. No. So that's what Willie mean. That's a good start because that's gonna give you that motivation. Because people, you gonna get tired of these people getting on your nerves and tired of hearing them, and you're gonna know you want a better life. And you're going to see it for yourself once you see them turn their back on you once you want to do better.
And that's where we give a pushback to these brothers because, like we said, the dream is to get out the hood, not become a part of the hood. As this young brother is displaying, he has become the person that he once feared as a kid. And y'all see how he dressed. Y'all see how he get down. Y'all hear the talk. He fits into the hood very, very well. That's not it. Don't accept the hood, reject the hood.
Yes, because we done heard on here several times, people coming on here trying to shame people. You can't shame somebody into staying in the hood. Using sign language. Oh, y'all scared, don't leave the hood when you get, gone.
I'm like Uncle Elroy off of the that One Friday movie. I get my bread, I'm gone. You will not see me. Trying to tell you something.
Real talk.
G, Mad Max, you know what I'm saying? They're my partners. But I can't really too much speak on they shit, you know what I'm saying? But over there, they Berry Block too. I'm Berry Block. We share a block. You know what I'm saying? It run all the way through TCU area. Old studio right here.
We're blocking bricks off the wall on my mama.
Omar used to be, hey.
Nah, we still open.
That's the old studio?
Yeah, we just new owners.
Oh, it's still the studio?
Yeah.
It still look the same in here?
Nah, we changed everything.
Come look at this.
It wasn't that loud when we was in this motherfucker.
26, man. Y'all come by here. Anytime y'all get ready, we'll get y'all right. Yeah.
This motherfucker used to be shot up on a daily.
Yeah, y'all safe up in here. Ain't no drama going down off in here, man. Y'all be safe, man.
Y'all be safe up in here. Ain't no drama going down here as the entire building is riddled with bullet holes like somewhere in Baghdad. And then you got the one brother walking down the street with that ski mask on. I wanted to stop it. I know you seen that. Everybody's walking. This brother got a whole ski mask on. And ever since COVID, they messed the game up because now they done made something like that normal.
Man,
And when it's quote unquote okay, but a brother just throw some kind of mask on and now everything's in question.
I've been stressing that. I said this whole mass movement, especially with these young men aspiring to be thugs and gangsters, going towards the whole ski mask deal. Come on, man.
We share a block.
Yeah, this brother, that brother, look at him.
See him
eating candy.
Yes. Eating candy, the whole shebang, and he's sitting there rattling off the names of his affiliates. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My man Lil Do Dirt over this way and Mad Max over that way. Y'all can't be walking around with ski masks and things on with your pants hanging below your butt named Mad Max and don't think Uncle Charlie gonna start asking you some questions, Mr. Mad Max, while you walking around with a ski mask on, Mr. Mad Max. I ain't saying that brother with the ski mask on was named Mad Max, but he was recalling his buddy's name is Mad Max. That's over at the other famous projects.
Amazing. This brother here talking about y'all safe up in here. If you don't stop lying to them young men.
He said, the one dude said, look, they was knocking bricks off the wall. They take pride in the degree of violence. Don't you see? They wouldn't be like, oh yeah, you know, this spot, it got shot 3 years ago. There's no pride in that. They say, look, this motherfucker right here gets shot up every day. Every day it gets shot up. They got to put up bullet resistant panels and stuff to try to stop these rounds from coming in here and deleting y'all. Bullet holes through the glass, bricks all chunked up. But y'all safe. Fret now.
Well, they took the camera, look, it's a camera right here, and they still spin through this. Hit it!
Guys, they just start hitting donuts at the drop of a hat. As you can see, there's cars behind them. That's the actual traffic. That can be regular people with their children on their way home from work. But when you going through the hood, let me quote this. When you going through the hood, these brothers will put time on pause for their debauchery. Everything must stop. We doing donuts. Y'all gotta wait. If you try to go around, you're liable to get some hot stuff sent to your car. You just gotta fall in line when you're in the hood. Everybody's a prisoner of war in the hood.
There you go. That is very, very true. And observing individuals on the lower end of the totem pole, like Gavin said, if you just an innocent bystander or low on the totem pole, you're a prisoner of war amongst your peers. You gotta fall in line. If you ask me, this kind of culture it's part of the prison culture. If you ask me, all part of the prison culture. You know, it's bad.
He said, "Go ahead, you on camera. I don't care.
Go ahead, you on camera." They do that. They entice each other to be ignorant and destructive, self-destructive. Listen to the lingo. Listen to what they say. You on camera. Go ahead. Be self-destructive. Give Uncle Charlie video evidence reason to put his foot, clean up your John Brown high parts. Go ahead.
Try to say Fort Worth, goddamn me,
They be saying
all violent and be tripping.
Man,
And
we be having the most.
but when the murder rate went up, ask them who made it come down. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who put it up there like that. But asking folks who made it come down with the paintball guns. We had everybody from every hood playing that shit. No killings, no nothing, no shootings, no none.
They did this whole shit on some.
Okay, so they say they reduced the violence by using paintball guns and stuff. Is that effective? I don't know.
I heard about that when it happened. I think it made a little bit of the national news. And so instead of doing drive-bys and instead of spinning the bin, you know, with the Glock and the Extendo boy, they say, you know what? Still don't like you. Still want to cause you some grief and anxiety. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and switch to a non-lethal option. I can dig it. if we gonna stop taking life, that's fine. But I think you had said it before, Gav. We know, that still is too much. It's too much hurt feelings. It's too much trauma. That is not.
Yeah.
That is not a permanent fix. Maybe somebody got down with that for a moment, but y'all, it went right back to 9mm 45 real fast.
Here's my advice. Put down all the guns. It shouldn't be paintball guns, water guns, real guns. Go grab a nail gun. Grab an impact gun. Grab a drill. Grab a paint sprayer. Grab them guns. That's what I want to see.
There you go. There you go. I couldn't have said it better myself. Put down all these guns all together. Grab you something with a pistol grip that's gonna build, not destroy. Very well put.
Black Lives Matter. This is the Instagram who did it. We live it.
Yeah, that's right. They did do that.
We on Allen right here. This for the Brent right here.
I don't live fat T. You can do something forever on crib. Damn, that hoe ain't here. I got that hoe tatted on my motherfucking neck. For Lil Brandon on crib. On my mama. I ain't even, like I say, I ain't no deuce. I'm a trade. This is a violation.
This woman right here, she got killed, right? She got killed on this street.
He said, it's a violation. I got this tatted on me. That's what I told you about that Jesus on you. I said, Willie, that's a violation. That's a violation, Walker. So I guess everybody violating.
Everybody violating with the ink. I guess he's trying to show how tight or how close he is with people from other gangs and showing some kind of unity. He's saying, this or whatever, I'm a trade, but I still got to tell you that's a violation to what I claim, but I'm cool with them over there. And by the way, little so-and-so got deleted right here on this corner. That's all they got. All they could tell you is of their reality. They're not about to sit there and talk about dropping their kids off at school. They're not about to sit there and tell you about, not too much of anything wholesome, because there's not too much of anything wholesome in their reality. They can only give you what they got. I get it.
And I get it, hence the show Hood Vlogs. Mm-hmm. But as we say, a lot of people are unaware of what goes on in the hood, and it's unfortunate. But we got to shine a light for better. We ain't up here to continue this cycle. We are here. We have to bring shame and things like that back. Not to say we here to shame everybody, but awareness, shine a light, let people know this is not acceptable. At the very least, say it's unacceptable.
Bring back and we are here to bring back and help reestablish a moral compass. That's what we're trying to do, because the moral compass has since been tainted, broken, stomped out. Can't read it. Don't know which way we're going. And we are here to do our best to recapture that, because these hood norms, there's no morality in the hood no more. There's nothing there. Just empty madness and raging violence. And that's all they could talk about.
Yeah, she got kicked on the street by the police. ASC, we on Allen Street. Long live Lil Brand, man.
Barbecue spot right here. That bitch called Smokeaholics. So y'all know exactly where we at. Right there. That's one of the best barbecue spots around this bitch.
This is my block right here, Richmond Street. I grew up on Richmond Street. This is what the RSC is on my neck. Richmond Street crib. Yeah, Richmond block. My papa had a trap house on the corner. We all stayed in it. That bitch used to get hit like every week. Task Force coming at me and my cousin, and we about 5, 6, seeing that shit. Dope slanging, gun slanging, all that shit. It used to be lit.
Them hoes, y'all.
It used to be lit.
There you go.
Pap, he said my Pap had a trap house. Man, I couldn't imagine saying something like, but Pap had a trap house on this corner here. And we was all up in there, 5, 6 years old, task force kicking in the door.
This is a Nug Supreme. Y'all daughters can't wait to come in contact with this Mamma Jamma here with the blue hair, and she gonna give him everything he want. And here we go. What creates this Nug? Y'all heard what he just said. My Pap had a trap house on the corner here. We was in there, and it was getting raided by ATF and FBI, CIA, at once a week at least. And me and my little cousin, and we about 5, 6, 7, and we got to see all this dope slanging, gun slanging. Y'all hear what he's saying? He telling y'all his existence. He can't unsee these things. It's what he got. It's part of who he is. To some extent, we are all a product of our environment. So gotta have a little bit of mercy on Nug Nug. Once you hear his side of the story, let's see, he just told you. You don't want to know why he out here acting like this guy's things tattooed on his throat and all that? He just told you. Pap had a trap house on the corner that got raided at least once a week. They was in there slinging dope and drugs and hoeing and all of the above. And we had to see, smell, and taste it all. And here I am today.
Woo. Tuck them. Give it to the car.
Get there. You see them live? It's probably a game. Oh, I'm glad they ain't seen me. Somebody gave him the word we was out here.
Walking the street and shit.
You in the South right now.
The South.
Evans.
Yeah, the Baltimore store.
And it's the Baltimore store. This is the neighborhood store for everybody.
I don't care.
For everybody. We don't discriminate, but you ain't gonna bring no bullshit up in here. Cause boy, we can go all the way down.
There we go. Even Unc is a Crip. All right. Unc said we cool over here, but he said if you bring that nonsense in here, we can go all the way there. And he done threw it up.
And there's no leadership. There's no leadership in the hood. This elderly man with his looking like a jack-o'-lantern by the mouth, he up here, he should be a point of resistance to these young men. When they come around, he shouldn't be throwing up gang signs. When they come around, they're supposed to come around and be more somber, more humble, because they know out here doing wrong. But can't discipline them. Want to know why? Because these kids is more resourceful than him. And like as Gavin said, this is the hood. And these brothers got the force, they got the artillery. So everyone else is simply POWs. Unc is too. That's why he best throw up that sign to show that he getting down with the get down. It's a very sick dynamic in the hood where these kids that's got that fast money, they start making the rules, and everyone else must fall in line.
All the way down.
It's so legendary. Fights up here, shootouts, all that shit live. It's the hood store. One of the main stores there, and the one we just came from down the street.
The gang unit was circling the whole time like fish. He said they must know we out here. So these young brothers, they start walking the streets and people know trouble's amongst just park around the corner somewhere. And the police know something's liable to happen. Give it a moment.
Yes.
Just be patient.
There's too many of them walking around. The sun's starting to set. They running out the liquor store. Just keep your vest on because something gonna go down. And once again, y'all hear that poor brother with the blue dress talking about this store is lit. You be in fights, shootouts. It's lit in here. It's famous for the violence and debauchery and the devaluing of life. These are the hood norms.